1 second.
Did you ever try Teams?
I
Yeah,
have
so did I.
now.
I blocked another group for a while, they used it in Teams. They said it was better, yeah, it's like a Microsoft thing.
I don't think we can use Teams here. I'm not positive.
Everybody was right about it.
Yeah.
Probably very similar.
Looks the same as me.
It kind of shaped very similar. Yeah. For some reason, we block it here. I didn't want it to. Could use
No,
some.
No, we're good.
Oh. And see him. Bill, can you hear us? Billy, you there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. Quorum. Bill said?
No, it's not. It hasn't
6:01
launched
p.m.
YouTube
and
yet.
44 seconds.
When you're looking that way, Bill, look like Gary Turco. Look at that, his image on there.
Me?
I said, where did Turco come in?
A new haircut.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not allowing me to live stream out to YouTube.
Oh. Somebody I know will think it's a conspiracy.
Should we,
Unable to live stream.
want me to call IT to see if
Yeah,
they're
because they're the ones who set the key and the URL.
there? Hey Siri, call 860-665-8555.
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
We're recording to the cloud right now, but
We need to call Lowell.
He loved it. So,
We got that one.
well, so we were there and they were doing lunch.
Oh,
You don't want to go in
And
the
I
front.
guess it
The
was,
kids
I thought it
are-
was one time.
Her name's
Yeah.
Daly.
It's to Scott or John?
14 minutes,
Yeah.
two women.
John, hey, we're
Sorry,
at the Parks and Rec meeting. We can't get the meeting to go on YouTube
They're raising money for special.
live.
So,
No.
So she has to.
So we got
call-
there, they started at 1, we saw 2 o'clock.
So you think you got a stalker?
I was like, dude.
Our conference room,
awesome.
yeah, in the conference room in the office.
You
know,
That's, it says it can't.
I did my socks and shoes on over the pillow, it was chilly.
What I mean?
See if you have a link.
it says the link wasn't working. And now I don't see an option to launch it on the live.
Now we don't get an option to launch it. A couple years ago, says the link wasn't available.
Like a new car. It's in a yard. 2023. 10 miles on it.
He had permission.
10 miles.
He just going to the doctor a couple weeks ago.
I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that.
No, my car, so my car was an 09.
Yeah, see.
Fusion.
It always does it the same way.
2009. Graduated college.
Did they ever think that?
11.
Yeah, we did that, yeah.
That's weeks ago.
They traveled as much as you did.
13
Yeah, they did the
years.
exploration, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one is, well, actually not.
They needed a new radiator, there was things happening.
Yeah.
That's cars that were July. Wanted to wait.
We just
Like
confirmed.
longer.
84 day deal.
oh, really?
We were getting to the point where it's just one car weekends.
Yeah.
It's winter.
Well, there was one.
It was not that big. I could have fixed it.
Yeah, I was
Something
like, it was
else.
like,
Yeah.
Something else.
Okay.
And Hyundai came out with.
I mean, the one you don't run
0%
now.
financing.
Oh, wait, hang on. It shows us live now.
That's the
Phil,
one to New
Phil,
Zealand.
And
No.
then
it shows us live on YouTube. It didn't launch here, but it looks like we're live.
Excuse me.
I'm on the
We're going
YouTube
to,
page, so we're good.
Roll, that's right.
yeah, so it's 0%.
So we're good to start.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Sorry about that.
Should I call them and tell them
Money.
to forget it?
Yeah, if you want to. Sorry about that. It didn't launch like it usually does on my end,
Yeah.
but I can see it on the YouTube page.
Website.
Hey Siri, call 860-665-8555.
At the end, I was just,
You got what you wanted.
yes.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to open up the Board of Park and Rec creation for Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. And I think it's about 5.
Jay Vitalico,
Yeah.
Billy de Blasio,
Here,
Eileen Francolino.
Here.
Tim Hut Wagner,
Here.
Anthony Pulowski, Matthew Pelosi, Ed Marchand.
Here.
Nicole Kane. And Don Woods.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much, Melissa. Stand for pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You. We have approval of the minutes for September 19th, 2023. Any additions, subtractions? If not, can I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay, second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion passes. I guess we got.
No, we have
Participation?
someone online here.
Got one, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Give a 3-minute time frame.
3-minute time frame.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hang on 1 second.
Let me know when to start.
He's muted.
I asked him to unmute.
Can you unmute?
Can you hear us, Dr. Kelly?
I asked to unmute. No, I can't. I can't. Okay.
Can you see his face?
No,
No.
I'm asking just him to unmute. If you'd like to speak, he can. Allow him to speak.
Dr. Kelly, can you hear us? I think we have to wait an hour.
3 minutes seems to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started with, I'll go with 3
It
minutes.
seems like a reasonable time.
Started there.
He was asking to unmute, right?
Yeah.
Unmute, Dr. Kelly, if you can hear us. All right, I think, Mr. Chair, we'll move on.
Okay. Next item is agenda correspondence.
Jay, just 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to add an item to the agenda for tonight. Schedule of 2024 meetings.
Yeah, that came in late just today from James, so we wanted to add it to the agenda if possible. So that's a motion, you need a second.
I'll second that. Under new business, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, all in favor? Opposed? Motion passes. Okay, now we're ready for correspondence. Thank you, letter, note from Pamela Lavery.
So 19 years, holy cow. It's been
Um,
long one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's planning on going one more year, making it 20 years. Very successful though. Churchill Park was filled with people and motorcycles. It was very nice.
Okay, anything on the monthly reports?
Everything is, in writing and nothing outrageous.
Tree warden, same thing.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No business. Okay, new business then. One Newington, and user liability insurance policy. Tulip program.
Yeah, Tulip.
I haven't updated.
Okay.
I do have, since we sent out the information for the packet, Sam and I did receive an updated document from Lauren Rhines. So I'm just gonna pass that out to you. It just has updated, instructions, and there was some information that was added to the table that is on it. So there is a different one in your packet, since I already had them printed, but I wanted to provide you with the updated one that we provided.
Tulip, Laura Rhines is the Director of Administrative Services and in charge of risk management for the town, which means insurance.
Yeah.
And what the changes were she didn't identify the upper parking, the middle pavilion and the lower pavilion specifically in Mill Pond. So we just clarified some of the way she had it printed. But basically, I'll just give you the quick rundown is. She's used this idea in other towns where she's worked before. And she contacts this insurance company. And anyone who is going to serve alcohol or sell alcohol. Should have some type of insurance or must have some kind of insurance to cover the dram liability. So if you drink and you get in a car accident, they can't come after you. The insurance company protects you. Sometimes they call that the dram insurance. So depending on the number of people in your party, if you're selling it or giving it away, if you're charging, you're not charging, et cetera, this insurance company comes up with a fee for your event, how many hours you're going to have it, et cetera. And it could be like $50, it could be $150, but it's much, much less than trying to go out and get your own insurance policy. So she's making this a rule and hopes that the commission will endorse it. And it would be for people that use the 3 pavilions and the one over here at Mill, and then anyone that wants to do something at the Kellogg Getty House. And even this opens up the whole new avenue for the Mortensen Community Center. So oftentimes we'll get people that want to rent the multi-purpose room or the gym for a shower, and they want a champagne punch or something for the women. And it's, we always said, we're not sure if that's good, we're not bad. And some people got their own riders on their homeowner's insurance, but this is going to just provide a nice, easy way to do it. So they'll come here, they'll reserve the facility, we'll hand them those instructions. It's their responsibility to go online and pay the fee, order the insurance. We're not going to be the insurance police. It says specifically right in there, it's your responsibility to do this. If you don't, people can come after you personally. So that's the premise of this whole thing. And I endorse the idea because I think it's, with the sue happy people that we have in this world now, I think it's important to cover yourself. And in fact, in many of our programs, like we've been paying $400 sometimes for insurance. This is going to drop it down for us to like $150 probably. So we're tickled pink that this is coming through, and I applaud Lauren Ryan for her work on this project.
If the family wants to have a picnic up at the park.
Yep.
And rents one of the facilities, and they're just gonna serve liquor to their family.
Yep.
They still would have to.
They have to pay for the insurance.
And the fee would be, that's probably the minimum charge.
It could be
Yeah.
$50. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be an additional cost, no question. And that might upset people, but in generally speaking, in today's world,
Do they have to supply you with the paperwork that
they
did that?
they are responsible to contact this tulip insurance company online, and we'll be tracking it, and we'll know who took out insurance, and they have to prove it. What did we make it 2 weeks before 2 weeks before the event, so we'll have some time to hunt it down.
But if it's their choice to get it or not,
Well, if they don't get it.
Well,
they're
we're saying
responsible.
it's required.
so it's not their choice, they
Okay.
have to get it.
They have to get it then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I am saying that, but if they don't get it,
Yeah.
we're not going to be responsible. They are.
Okay.
It's their responsibility to get it.
If they don't,
If they don't,
Yeah.
they open themselves up for personal lawsuit.
Right, so why do you have to hunt them down if it's not anybody, if it's their choice whether to get them or not? Like, who cares?
Yeah, no, Yep.
Right?
That's a true statement.
So when they fill out the form and they, will alcohol be served at this event, they say no, but they really do.
They're in
So
trouble.
They're in trouble,
Yeah.
So if they say yes, this form will then trigger
Yeah.
this to pop up.
No, then they have to go on exactly what the directions say. They have to go on a separate line from the town hall's website, get on the tulip thing and fill out the paperwork for them and pay by credit card.
So if they don't follow through, are they gonna be denied access to the facility?
No, we're not going to be the police.
And in the front office, when people are registering for facility rentals, we'll have the instruction sheet, just like you were just given, we'll have those at the counter. So we'll be providing patrons with those as well, so they have the printed out instructions.
So what happens if I rent a facility and like my family, when we have a big picnic, everybody brings their own drinks. So I'm not serving it, right, as a rentee. So there might be beer there because somebody else might
good
choose to
question.
bring it, you know what I mean? So how does that work?
I'm pretty sure you're still gonna have to
Yeah,
get insurance.
Yeah.
If it's there, if it's at your picnic, whoever signs up for that is gonna be responsible.
So did the town attorney say, I don't understand what, you're saying it's, you have the sign that you're gonna get the insurance. You're gonna follow up in 2 weeks and know whether they did get the insurance prior to the event or didn't get the insurance, but you don't care if they don't get the insurance.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna require the insurance, you should require the insurance.
Yeah, if you're filling the form out, and you say alcohol's gonna be served, yes, then the application stops
I
until
agree
this
with you,
form
Tom.
gets filled
Yeah.
out. Once we get notice of this form getting filled out, then the rest of the application can go.
Is the town at risk if I have a party, somebody unfortunately gets in an accident, somebody gets injured? And I don't have insurance, and I'm at the Churchill Park for the sake of discussion, is the town responsible?
No, you would be responsible.
Yeah, but
It's on top property.
It doesn't matter. We're gonna be covered. Our insurance company.
to me, the confusing part would be you require them to sign the form to get the insurance. But if they don't get the insurance,
Okay.
you don't care. But it seems
It's
like,
not that I don't care. I care about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just not gonna be our job to police it. I don't know if you're lying 2 weeks before. I don't know if you're lying the day of. I don't know if you're sneaking it in. It doesn't matter. We're making the onus on you. You're signing that on our registration form. And you're saying, I am responsible for all the people that come here to be drinking or not drinking or selling it, whatever. And
And you're giving them something to get insurance if they want it.
that's right.
You're just covering your butt is what you're saying.
The town is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see you're covering your butt. That's-
Oh, here's the deal, because now they could come after the town. Because we're not requiring insurance and not doing anything about it. Now we're gonna do something about it. And,
Maybe if I
But
read
you're not
your,
required.
maybe if I read your agreement,
Yeah.
now that what you, what.
well, I think I think there's one sentence that says, anytime selling or handing out.
No,
liquor-
I mean, what they're asking the individual to sign, because it seems like once you require somebody to do it, and then they don't do it, and there's no repercussion for not doing it, but yet you require them to do it.
Yeah, the repercussion is, God forbid somebody gets hurt. They're responsible
Okay,
and the town's not. We're gonna wash our hands of it.
and the town council is good with it?
I don't know about the town council, but
I'm sorry, the town.
the town
Town
Department
council,
Administrative Services,
Counselor,
Risk Manager.
attorney.
How was this handled before?
It was Lucy.
Lucy.
I mean, as long as it. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, I don't get it myself, but.
Yeah, it's,
Well, why can't you say if you're gonna have liquor, you gotta sign, you gotta get the insurance?
that's what we're saying.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you're not.
You're not.
You're not.
It's just saying it's up to-
That's,
You're saying you have to.
You're suggesting that.
sign-
no, I got it here. I wrote it that it says it's required.
Insurance.
And she gave us the language by the insurance company, what to write, so we did this. It's the one sentence on the application that says,
Did it, yeah?
if you're selling it or.
If you bring alcohol here, then
Yeah.
You have
to have insurance.
That's what it sounds like.
You have to, yeah. Stop. Stop it.
Someone's at
Yeah,
the
right.
door.
Yeah.
Required.
Michael Phelps is here.
Says to require
Just a
part of
recommendation, just a recommendation.
the tenant use liability insurance budget. It says to require.
Yeah.
So you're recommending that they have.
No, it says individuals,
We cross out recommendation. Say-
Yeah.
so it says
Should be mandatory, something along them lines.
use the
Yeah.
liability insurance policy
Down
coverage
there for,
for
yeah.
individuals and organizations that use town facilities, tenant users. For special events are not covered under the town's liability insurance. The Gather Guard program offers low-cost general liability and liquor liability insurance for users of town facilities. This insurance protects both the town and the tenant user against claims by third parties who may be injured or have property damage during a private event. With Gather Guard, you can secure protection for most types of events, including weddings and receptions, meetings and seminars, birthday parties, concerts, festival and cultural events, outdoor fitness events, and fundraisers. Examples of what your gather guard policy may cover: damages to your town or city property, injuries sustained by your guests while attending event, liability for accidents that may occur during your event, liability for events where alcohol is provided or sold, host and liquor liability. And then it gives the directions of visiting the website, answering a few questions. Once it's approved, the patron would purchase their insurance coverage online, and a certificate of insurance will automatically emailed to you and your town point of contact. And then it gives the different venues that they could use in the town, and it offers the venue code and the link.
On the motion, the question I have is,
The public meeting?
it says recommendation, why don't we change that to mandatory
Where does it say recommendation?
on the motion,
Oh, okay, that,
on the motion?
what's the,
I'm fine with that. Change it
So
out.
it says to accept the town of Newington's Director of Administrative Services recommendation, so to
no,
require park and
Yeah.
facility.
so do you
users.
understand what the motion says? It's I wanted to make sure you knew this was the Department of Administrative Services recommendation to do this, but it's required, the next three words are, it's required.
I think you.
Yeah, but that recommendation.
It's mandatory,
Yeah.
it's mandatory to do.
Yeah, I would say mandatory is the word, not recommendation.
Well,
They're not reading it.
What do you think, Don?
That part is right.
Right.
It's a recommendation
Yes,
Yeah,
to meet this
to
requirement.
require it.
Right.
To read.
So that part's okay to me, but I still don't understand if it's a requirement and they don't fulfill the
What I
requirement.
understand is if they rent.
It's
if they
kind of
rent the
like-
Facility,
I'm sorry.
facility, there's no. Nothing happens to them if they don't get the insurance.
Right.
You don't have the paperwork, the time your
I mean-
activity's gonna take place, you don't get the facility.
Yeah.
Who's trying to police that though?
We can't do that. We're not in that
Send somebody up
business.
to Churchill on a Sunday morning and say.
The
"Oh, you gotta
penalty-
go," you know?
The penalty is you could be personally held responsible to
I know
hundreds
what the
of.
penalty is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I understand what the
Okay,
penalty is.
So we just can't, it's just like if someone uses a football field or something and they didn't get a reservation from us, I can't drive around to every single field every Saturday and Sunday and nights to see if people are obeying the rules. And then even when I do, they tell me, go pound sand, so it doesn't even matter really. So,
you guys, I still say that recommendation bothers me.
well, that's okay. I mean, if you want to change
No,
that.
but Jane, what they're saying, the recommendation is to implement this
Yeah, I
insurance.
understand that, yeah.
And then the requirement, the bills, in fact, I don't, Melissa is saying is required. The only
You all right with
confusion,
that then?
I'm okay with the recommendation to do it. I think it's a great idea. Where it gets muddy to me is where it's required, but
Required.
Yeah,
It's,
Yeah.
would this start right away or January 1?
I think January 1.
so I mean, I guess you could implement it. If there was a problem, you guys would be the first ones to find out.
Yeah.
To know about it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's put it this way, it protects a town more than it did last 58
Yeah,
years.
okay.
So,
But you're still relying on people, once they find out there's a fee involved in insurance.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
To pay
liquor, they're gonna say, no, there's not gonna be any liquor there.
right,
And again, that's.
but the issue is the town then can't be sued.
Right.
Now the town can be sued.
Okay.
And Tim, I'm gonna rethink that. I don't know if January 1st is, I would say we wanna implement this as soon as the Department of Administrative Services, if you guys are okay with it, then whenever Lauren Rines can put it into effect, I think we do it. Because there might be some Christmas parties that come our way.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, there was parties that rented the municipal parking lot and they had alcohol there. It opened up the town for crazy liability. So it's, it's important that we kind of get on this a little bit.
And safety.
Yep.
Okay, Don, you wanna take a shot at that?
I got it. I'd like to make a motion to accept the town of Newington Director of Administrative Services recommendation to require parking facility users to purchase a tenant user liability insurance policy. Acronym TULIP, in order to sell alcohol or allow the consumption of alcohol on town property.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed.
Gee, Bill, you sounded like you were right in the
Yeah.
office here.
No, I'm there. I'm just listening.
It's nice.
The next item is, installation of a 12 by 24 storage shed
So,
at the other food room, whatever.
yep, we're, as you remember, during the time we built the community center, we lacked about 2,000 square feet of storage, from what we used to have, the old building. So we're in the process of, we shopped out prices from different places in the barnyard, had a deal going for the Big E. And we're able to buy a 12 by 24 shed that will go adjacent to the existing Connex box and provide us some additional storage for different recreational activities and make it easy for tables and chairs to come right out and be used at the park, or to wheel it down the path and bring it into the gymnasium here. We're trying to, as we go through, this is our third year with the new community center, we're trying to figure out efficient ways to manage our supplies and get things active for our special event. So wanted to make sure you guys were aware of it and knew about it.
Is the grass for underneath the shed, it says
Oh,
artificial outdoor grass at no pond pool?
Yeah, that's another thing. That's an experiment we're gonna use. We purchased at Lowe's, I believe, or Home Depot, I'm not positive, that fake grass. And we have gotten numerous complaints from moms and dads for the kids that go to summer camp, 400 or 500 kids. They put their backpacks down in the grass area, but which turns to dirt and mud every day, and their clothes are dirty and muddy, their backpacks are dirty and muddy. And I'm telling you, I've got to stop the complaints for that. So we're gonna try, I was gonna dig it all up and put material down, but found out it was in the wetlands buffer, and I didn't want to fight that battle. So this is an experiment to put, just lay plastic grass, like some type of carpet down on top of the dirt. We tried aerating, seeding and all that, but it just didn't last with 400 or 500 kids every day trouncing on it, which that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're going with plastic. If it's okay with you guys, we'll lay it down as an experiment pilot program. The field turf people showed us how to double tape it and put it down so that the edges don't curl up. And I think it'll look nicer, and I think it'll help make the moms really, really happy, and the dads.
Plus, there's a lot of bees over there too. That'll
Yeah.
help get rid of them.
I just have a question here, 12 by 24
Yep.
shed, do you not have to put stone underneath that thing?
We're gonna put it on an additional asphalt, so we have 12 inches of stone, then 2.5 inches of
Oh,
asphalt.
okay, all right.
It's an existing asphalt,
Okay,
and then we'll fence it in to make it even double, double the locks.
Can I ask a question about this? You've been raising this issue of a pool and.
Who is that speaking?
Stuart Kelly.
Dr. Kelly.
641.
This
Is
is a private.
Private meeting.
Is there public participation at the end?
At the end, yes.
Okay,
We had you for the beginning, we were trying to call you.
yeah, I couldn't get it on the computer.
Oh, okay.
Ed, you want to read the motion, please?
Make a motion to accept the installation of a 12 by 24 storage shed and artificial outdoor grass at Mill Pond Pool area.
A second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, motion passed. Next item, NCTP waiver request.
If they want to use the multi-purpose room for recruitment, and this is a little different. It is different and it isn't different. I don't believe they're a department. I think in the past, our sentiment or our feelings were, if you're in another department, we will do whatever we can to waive the fees for you for interchanging our services. This, as you know, is a nonprofit organization, private, but yet is kind of considered a department. So I didn't want to make the decision. I wanted to bring it to the board to let you guys, I'm fine with it. I just wanted to make sure you knew about it because it's a little different than a department. A full-fledged department, I guess.
Yeah, they're not listed on like the boards and commissions or anything.
No.
List for the town.
Right.
So
That's correct. That's why I'm bringing it to you. I'm not sure what.
It doesn't bother me.
Any
Yeah.
questions?
I mean, they do a lot of things for us. Yeah, right. I mean, they do provide, as if a department would provide services. They film our special events. And get them out there. So, which there's a benefit to the department certainly for that. And they do community calendar too. But, yeah, I just want to make sure you guys knew about it.
Okay, if there's no more questions, Tim, you want to read the motion, please?
Yep, I'd like to make a motion to accept the $310 dollar fee waiver for NCTV to host our volunteer recruitment night in the multi-purpose room at the Mortonton Community Center on December 21st, 2023, from 4:30 to 9:30 p.m.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Ed, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Next item is the winter program guide.
So it came out in the rear reminder, Mr. Chairman. And I'm told it looks pretty nice from the staff. And we got nice compliments from the general public. And we're looking for you to.
You guys always do good.
Yeah, I commend the entire staff. I can tell you that between AK and Melissa and Sam and Hadil and Roderick and Nancy, they all contribute. And Hadil is kind of the coordinator of the brochures, but everybody participates in it. And it really comes out very, very nice. Very proud of it. Yeah.
So how much
A lot of
was,
work put in there.
high school basketball last year?
I'm gonna guess 1,300,
It
1,350.
was, it stayed the same?
Yeah.
And it was such a shame. That was such a big program before COVID and it just kind of has lost its own since then, you know? It's the bummer.
Yeah, as you know, we tried something new. We moved it to Monday nights,
Yeah.
so there'd be less partying.
Yeah.
As you probably know, on Friday nights, it was
Yeah.
not a good thing. And just to let you know, kind of 1350, if you have 10 kids on a team, it's about the same money that a kindergarten kid pays for basketball. So it's not outrageous as you might think. And they can get sponsors if they want. And it's the same price as the men because it's really the same expenses. It's referees, staff, and it's police.
Ms. Franklin, would you like to take a shot at the motion, please?
Make a motion to accept the winter program guide, including the fees and charges associated with each event, program, and facility.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Motion passes.
Next item is hosting a CRPA entertainment showcase for Friday, February 16th, 2004.
So, as you all know, you gave us permission to, have the ADA Connecticut Coalition. And the, Connecticut Recreation Park State Association bring in, we did a training all day long and it was an experiment to see if we could handle parking and all that. And as you remember, we hooked up our train and had made people park in the tennis court parking lot. They parked in the OFI parking lot and they parked at the municipal parking lot. Everything went off beautifully, smooth as silk. We had about 68 towns coming here to Newington to see the beautiful facility, take a tour of it. And it was a huge success and not one complaint from any of the departments, which we were so proud of. So this, I talked with the town manager and others, and we're on board with putting together an entertainment showcase. And we're not asking to waive any fees. In fact, we're charging them $3,800 to use the facility. And we're gonna bring in about 71 different bands and about 50 individual entertainers. So librarians can come, Parks and Rec people can come, anyone that hires entertainers, every 15 minutes, there'll be a new band playing. And we have a sound company set up and we have a stage with curtains and one band will be setting up, this band will be playing, then we shoot the curtain across, they can knock down, the next band sets up. So it's like that. And it just goes, and all Parks and Rec people like us that do concerts get an opportunity to witness the band and actually book them. And when they book them, they also get a discount usually from the bands if they book them that day. So really exciting for us to be able to do this. I already have the president of OFI is giving us the 93 parking spaces. The bus garage is gonna do shuttle busing from the municipal parking lot. We're making people park in different locations with a plan and a thing. We picked the Friday because it's no school that day, it's school vacation. So the transition academy will be out, the preschool will be out here, so that opens up tons of parking. And it's half a day for the town hall people, so I thought that would be the best way to make this work, so. Wanted to make sure you guys were on board with it, but I can tell you that the town manager and Parks and Rec Department has really put together we think a pretty good plan.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah.
Sounds good.
You serve food.
Yes, lunch.
Wonder if you could hook up with the kids at the high school. Be kind of neat.
Yeah, I did require them to use a Newington business to help the economy, so
Mhm.
I think they have preliminary talks with the Italian gourmet so far.
Okay.
Bill, you want to read the motion?
That day.
Sure. I make a motion to accept the Newington Park and Recreation Department to co-sponsor the CRPA Entertainment Showcase at the Mortensen Community Center on Friday, February 16th, 2024, from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Oh, aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, just nothing to do with the motion, but do you have a rain day? I mean, a snow day?
Thinking the same thing.
We
Whatever.
did, it's with 71 bands, you really
It is
can't.
what it is.
It's only if the governor shuts the roads down, we would cancel it, and it's in their contracts that they have to, accept that.
Okay.
And if there'd be school the next week and take a gamble.
The next item is Connecticut Wolves Lacrosse Tournament,
Yep.
Saturday, June 29th, 2024.
Yep, and I can tell you that we've made a great relationship with these guys, and it's high level lacrosse. And they had a wonderful experience coming here the last couple of years, and now they want to, instead of October, they want to try in June. June 29th is obviously it's after the lacrosse season for the schools and our youth, so it's a good time for us in the fields to be able to take on that opportunity. They want 6 fields.
This is like the third year?
And this all connects back to Corrigan from, what was that, 3
Right.
years ago?
Yeah, that was,
Because one team was there, they liked it, another group did it.
it's so unbelievable. Once you start to bring tournaments and people have a pleasant experience, they all tell their friends and they all jump in on it. And that's what we're finding out with the basketball gyms too. It's really nice. Just to let you know, Sam and I are negotiating with a company now to do co-ed volleyball. We do co-ed volleyball, adult, on Thursday nights, and we get hundreds of people here with 2 courts going on at the same time. They want to now do it on a Saturday night or Sunday night.
Right now they're doing Sundays, Tuesday and Wednesday, I believe.
Yeah.
Then they do kickball in the summer, and then they're also looking to do a Sunday slot with kickball and Clem in the winter, since there's nothing going on there. So it's just, it's really branching out.
And what I wanted to bring to your attention is we're negotiating at 11 p.m. to 4 in the morning co-ed
yes.
volleyball.
Yeah, that one is Saturday. Yes.
Saturday
I
night, yeah.
believe so.
So it's exciting. I mean, Parks and Recreation used to go and talk about midnight basketball. Back in the day, I used to do that in my other job. And to do this from 11 to 4 is so exciting to me. I think it's just a golden opportunity for us to expand, things that aren't normal, we like to do and make a splash.
Don, you want to
That shift, Bill?
do the motion, please?
That's your shift?
Yeah. Okay,
You got it?
I'd like to make a motion to accept the Connecticut Wolves Lacrosse Tournament with 6 fields at Newington High School on Saturday, June 29th, 2024.
And have a second?
Second.
And second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Next item is the Water Lantern Festival, Saturday, September 9th, 2024.
The ninth or the seventh?
7.
It's 7.
Yeah, okay.
What did I say?
Ninth, that's okay.
All right.
Can't read.
But,
Blue glasses.
yeah, This is another exciting event, and many of you, I think everyone around the table has witnessed it. It's a wonderful opportunity. We had the worst weather in the entire world, and they still sold 3,000 or 4,000 lanterns last year. And
You didn't miss anything. Oh.
yeah, I don't think it could be any worse, but I don't know. I don't want to say that, I guess. But we're excited to have them back. The guy that we're coordinating is leaving his post, but he wants to set it all up for his next person taking his job. So it's all set for next September. And that's why we're a little bit ahead of
Oh,
ourselves.
he was a nice guy. Wasn't
Really nice.
Dylan?
Dylan.
Dylan, yeah.
So he
What
was
happened with all the refunds and stuff people were looking for?
no refunds, no refunds.
Nothing, and you didn't have to.
We
do
didn't
that.
get one phone call.
Wow.
Yeah.
We didn't
Nice.
have any calls in office.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, it was
'Cause it was
unbelievable.
pretty awful. Yeah.
They're such a chill,
A lot of people
they're such chill people. It's great. It's great.
Good.
Ed, you wanna give it a shot?
Make a motion to approve the Water Lantern Festival letter of agreement for September 7th, 2024.
Second,
Second.
Lean,
They did also say, so, you know.
all in favor?
Next other one.
Aye.
The other one.
Opposed,
Oh, sorry.
motion passes.
And just to let you know, that I think that was our largest one-day fundraiser ever in our history. I think we dropped around 17,000 profit.
So crazy.
Yeah, pretty good.
Those people had perseverance.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't happy. If I didn't have to be there, I wouldn't have done it.
Me either. But let's put it this way, if I was in charge of that, I would have canceled it.
Yeah. Everybody kept saying me, yeah, especially with the lightning stuff.
Yeah, it was smacking everywhere.
Yeah.
Terrible. Yeah,
The good thing was they had tons of insurance.
we didn't see that.
Okay, next item is the Water Festival State Liquor Permit.
Yeah, I'm not positive we're gonna do it this way. I have some plans to have another company come in, but if you would give us a motion to open up some opportunities for us.
Any questions on that? Tim, you wanna take it?
Like to make a motion to authorize the Park and Recreation Administration to apply for a state liquor permit for the Water Lantern Festival at Mill Pond Park on September 7th, 2024. And authorize them to sell liquor, beer, and wine as a fundraiser for fireworks.
And second,
Second.
Ron, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes.
Now we're gonna-
The next item is
The
We're gonna
attic
add
schedule.
scheduled meeting for 2024.
This came in late to Melissa, so we're just adding it at the last minute to schedule our meetings for next year. The town clerk has some regulations that they have to advertise.
Okay. Any questions on the dates? Which that's really looking forward.
It does not. It's Monday.
Yeah, it doesn't include the August meeting, it's normally when you all
Yeah.
on vacation.
Bill, can you read the motion, please? Do you have it?
He doesn't have.
Oh, you don't have it.
Just make.
Okay, Don.
I'll read it. I'd like to make a motion to approve the Parks and Recreation Board meeting dates from January 1, 2024 through January 31st, 2025.
Second.
Second by Marlene, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes. Okay,
Oh, so
That-
we have, for your first report.
Okay.
okay, now we're on the reports.
Oh, over here. It's on the board.
Chairman, we just
Yeah.
wanted to say a thank you.
Yeah, with
Oh. Who's that looking good?
Yeah.
Good looking.
stud muffins.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Jay's predicted last meeting for the Parks and Rec Board, and everybody wanted to thank you for your service and
Well,
your
thank
time.
you.
And we were very pleased to be at Mohegan Sun today and in front of over 300 people and accept the award for your service from the state association. And I think your plaque is there somewhere. So we're just thrilled to death and appreciative of all your efforts and what you've done and your support for us. And after the meeting, we have cake and ice cream and coffee available for.
Now I'm embarrassed.
No alcohol.
No. Attaboy, Ed. Gotta love it.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, if I could.
Sure.
So, Jay and I have known each other for a long time. We've been on opposite sides of the fence often. But I have to say, the past 4 years, and I've been doing this for a while, as far as this board goes, I've never seen a more cooperative, involved, energetic, interesting, well, you are interesting. Interested chairman. He was bipartisan through every single thing. He looked at it through the lens of the town, which is what this board should always be doing. When there was a project that made sense, or an event that made sense, or anything that involved Parks and Rec. Jay was a dependable decision maker, and I enjoyed working with him. I really did. I'm gonna miss you, Jay.
okay, thank you.
Yeah, and good luck. I don't know what you're gonna do. I know basketball,
Very
baseball.
bored, very bored.
Maybe he'll come.
Yeah, maybe you can come yell at us.
Well, I would just like to say, Don used to tell me that, this board, Park and Rec, we could never tell who really were the Democrats and Republicans, and that is so true. I mean, I've been on a lot of boards and everything, but this one is definitely what you said. Everybody's for the town and the Park and Rec, and I enjoyed it. My problem was I couldn't participate in a lot of the functions this year, and like I did years ago, and it kind of bothered me.
But you were there
You know.
to support.
Yeah.
The effort to make sure that the activities, event, whatever it might have been, happened.
Yep.
And that is a big statement.
Thank you, Don.
That's
I
a big
appreciate
statement.
I
Every
appreciate that.
board to run like this, government would be a lot
Yeah.
better.
The only thing I'd like to apologize, because we did not have sufficient number of board members, and those we had disappeared into the sunset. And, I'd have liked to see more people participate, but,
That's,
I fought it, but I
Yeah.
lost.
it's the
you know.
world we're in. It's just, yeah.
It's tough to get volunteers
Volunteers
nowadays.
and everybody's struggling.
But this is the board that you want to be on, really. We cover a lot of stuff in town, and,
I say we touch everyone's lives,
Yeah,
no matter what.
Yeah,
and,
either through the recreation side or through the park side.
Yeah, exactly. There's people that just use the parks.
Yeah.
And don't register for programs, but yet we know that 8,000 people registered for programs.
Yeah.
And then you got pools, and then you got track, and it's crazy. Yeah.
Okay, when did you first start coaching?
about 45, now it's probably about 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow,
Even
that's
before my
awesome.
kids were eligible for Little League.
Awesome.
If you didn't, do you have the article up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A beautiful article in the Life magazine. Really nice.
Well deserved.
Well, I was
City
always-
ovation.
the only thing I really never got involved with was basketball. But
Yeah.
football, the high school football team, the team you played on, the Mustang, and Little League, those my my passions.
And
I
look what
just had a
you,
lot of fun.
and look what you built. I mean, it's,
Yeah, well.
Clem Lemire. I mean, gosh,
We
you
put a
driving
lot of stuff in Columbia and, saved the town a lot of money.
Yeah.
But, now things have changed apparently.
Yeah.
They don't raise the money anymore like we did in the old days, and, they want to put more responsibility on Park and Rec, and, too bad. But it's a beautiful complex.
It is beautiful.
It's finally finished.
Anybody
The
that
lights
yeah.
were the last thing to go in.
Yeah.
Finished.
And I promised you I'd do that when I
Yeah.
first got here. I said, I know that's your big thing. And I'm
Well, like,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get it
get the
for you.
money,
Yeah.
but, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tough situation, but we did it.
That's right. And now we have new field turf. That
Yeah.
place is
Yeah.
beautiful now.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
just- And this community center is beautiful. So people come to Newington, they play against our kids. They go away with a fresh,
Oh, yeah.
good,
yeah.
good feeling about Newington.
I mean, it took them long enough to build this thing, but, how many building committees do they have to play along? We finally got it done, but,
The Mill Pond Pool is a.
well, I
Got
see
a-
that's being resurrected again.
Yeah.
I hope you guys make it this time. It's,
we'll
You know,
see.
that's to me was
We just
never-
had people that just didn't want the pool.
Yeah.
And, you just hate to see, if the things break down, where are we then?
Oh, then
You
everybody
know,
will want the pool.
Everybody will, oh geez, why don't you do something? Fine. Anyways. Okay, let's get back
Yeah, we
onto the
digress.
agenda. Thank you, everyone. Okay,
Thank you.
the next item is, reports, three-step sports lacrosse tournament.
Yeah, and just similar to that, what we talked about
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
They came last October. We just missed the meeting. I mean, September. And, they had a great experience here. So that's it.
Youth basketball registration, how's that
I'm
going?
just so proud of Roderick and all the basketball people here. We did 407 registrations online only. We tried it for the first time on our RecTrack Pro software program. Didn't let anyone register in the office, no mail-ins, just online, 407. I didn't have any major complaints to me at all. And we're bigger in numbers than ever, and we're looking forward to the upcoming season. Roderick's got the shirts ordered and teams are being made and coaches. We only are missing about 5 coaches, so we'll make some phone calls to get that going. And on the first game, as some of you remember, Jersey Mike's gonna have their names on every single shirt uniform.
Yep.
And they're gonna give a free grinder to every single kid on the first Saturday. So yeah, it's over $4,000, I think, worth of grinders. So it's gonna be great, and it goes with their philosophies, and they're another. We've been so fortunate. The businesses are coming out of the woodwork to
Yeah.
be part of our.
In this day and age, that's really something,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
really pleased.
okay? Night of Lights, December 1st,
Yeah.
2023.
I got calls from my friends 2 days ago. WFSB picks 9 Christmas special or holiday special events going on in the state of Connecticut, and Newington's is one of 9.
Oh, nice.
So it's
Good.
something like 500,000 people already saw it on their Facebook page on Channel 3. So there's a chance. Her deal tells me, I think she said 3,100 or 4,100 people already clicked on our Facebook page saying they're coming. So we could have a large number of people showing up
Yeah.
Friday. You're all invited. I invited the town council and the mayor. You all can sing in all the keys. It doesn't matter. And there's going to be tons of entertainment and tons of fun. Just pray for good weather, and it's going to be a fun night. I guarantee that. 6 o'clock to 8:30. Some of the new attractions are Emmanuel Christian Academy is going to bring their high school traveling bell choir. So that's going to be fun. And we have a latte company coming. New England Coffee Guy is going to bring lattes and coffee beans for the adults. So that'll be fun. We've got a penguin guacamole game, and we've got the chicken flinger by
Chickens.
you know, we've got Big Daddy's Racing. We've got a video game trailer. The s'mores by Flash Lady, Kristen.
Ice sculpture.
And the ice sculpture's back. He fought cancer, and now he's coming back after we've been together almost 40 years at our events. And he's gonna have a chainsaw and take 1,200 pounds blocks of ice and put it into an ornament. And Springbrook Fuel and Ice out of New Britain, Greg Stafford, a high school friend of mine, is donating all the ice. So it's and we got hay rides, and we have the train rides, and we've got decorations galore. And as you all know, we've been putting up decorations for our park guys for the last 2 weeks, all downtown and all over up and down Garfield. So exciting times for us, and we're really looking forward to it.
So do you need any help from us as a board as volunteers, or are you covered?
We could always use volunteers at the s'mores. That was always a large popular thing that kids needed help. And of course, the singing part. And
Serve alcohol, you know, singers.
I guess we could get the insurance.
Where he's like so ready.
But we also could use help at the train, getting kids on and off the train and hay rides, but whoever, if someone wants to volunteer, if you have a burning desire and you want to do it, we'll find a job for you.
Yeah, bunch of kids who are looking for stuff to do, so,
Yeah,
from the high school kids, the unexcited kids that are all.
tell them to give us a call.
Next item is Eagle Park Handicap Accessible Playground.
Yep, just wanna, as you know, you approved a brand new playground. The design is really fun. And construction will start in the middle of December, so if you see or hear people saying, why are they digging at Eagle Park here? We're gonna get a jump on putting in a playground. I'd like to do the first playground of the season. So if he does it December, January, February, based on the weather. The delivery of the equipment is planned for March, and we should have that thing up in April sometime, so it'll be really nice.
Good, good. American Rescue Plan, back to the ARPA budget.
Yep, the town manager and the finance director asked for budget ideas for the ARPA money. I guess they have $2 million left over. And we put in another playground for Seymour Park and handicap parking, et cetera, and paths. And we put in a few other projects. And I believe the town council is going to address those on the 12th of December. And we'll see how it all shakes out. But we also put in 2 pieces of equipment for the park guys. We have roadside mowing. And we found this machine that's pretty big and it's all enclosed so they won't get poison ivy when they're ripping through the streets. And then we also put in a piece of equipment that Don, your brother, is very familiar with. It's a baseball grooming piece of equipment, which will be really nice. So looking forward to the town council hoping to approve some of that stuff.
Okay, let's talk about the Goosenator here.
Goosenator is still doing well, had a little breakdown, and we're getting new parts sent to us. But as soon as we stopped about 4 days, the geese started coming back. So it's amazing, absolutely amazing
Really?
what this thing does. And I just went to a CRPA, Connecticut Recreation Parks Conference. And I was telling my colleagues, I said, guys, we've been fighting the goose thing for 45 years. This thing's the only thing that really works. So, and it's humane and it's exciting. So it's all good.
You just have one though?
Yeah, just one, but I'm planning on getting a second one.
You still have just the guys in the parks are not doing it?
I just have Clay do it. Yeah. I'll tell you, we go over here and we'll take it out of his truck and in 15 seconds. And I find it. They're gone. They see that thing come out of their truck and they start flying. It's absolutely incredible.
If I could,
Oh, well,
player.
How about these other Park and Rec guys? They take a liking to it or?
They're gonna look at it, yeah. I mean, we're the only ones that have it in,
Yeah.
we're the only one in Connecticut public, but, the golf course in Berlin has it. Timberland.
How'd you find out about it, Bill?
It must have been something in our National Recreation and Parks magazine.
Okay, really?
The guy's from Denver, Colorado. And I talked to him on vacation for hours. My wife is going, what are you doing? I go, talking to this guy that does Goosenator things. And so it was fun. It was, he's got a real strategy to it. And he says that geese multiply 19% every year. So they double in population every 5 years.
Wow.
And if you kill them, they have other geese take their spots. So he's convinced that killing them is not really the answer.
You see it?
I did see it.
It's fascinating.
That's really something, It's,
I haven't seen it run yet, but
Oh, we'll get you.
you'll do it through the winter. Well,
Yeah. Oh, February and March.
Yeah.
February and March, we have to get rid of them because that's when they make it. I'll send you a
you
video.
have to give me a generator.
the Rotary Pavilion landscaping, you don't know.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know in case anyone complains or tells you what was going on. Our park guys did a nice landscaping thing with railroad ties and some garbage cans and some stone dust and extended so that people don't drive their cars out on the grass. And I think it looks pretty darn good. Everyone seems to like it.
Okay. $50,000 donation for Clem Mayor.
Yep.
Scoreboard.
Yep, so we're still working through the final contract. I think it's like 10 pages long.
Is that the midget football one? Where's that scoreboard going?
It's gonna go at the new field turf.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's gonna have additional things for lacrosse. It's gonna have penalty times. So it's got a middle piece to this scoreboard. And but yeah, you guys have voted on accepting 32,000. They called me back and said, listen, we'd rather give you 50,000. Okay, so,
Yeah.
what else do you want to do? And I said, well, we need 3 sets of bleachers with an asphalt pad. They go ahead and do it. So we had 4 discrepancies with our town attorney about, the contract language, and we negotiated with them, and they're giving us the final, word. I would expect in the next few days, and then it'll go in front of the town council. Town council will, I would assume would approve receiving 50,000 and authorizing the town manager to sign all related documents. That son, excuse me, he needs something.
What does he want? Hello? We're almost done. Why don't you come on down? I want you to meet Billy. Okay? Oh. Okay, we can come down to the park and rec. We'll let you in. Okay? Yeah. Want you to meet.
Nice.
The next one is the dog park reopening.
Yeah, I just wanted you to know, there was a little bit of Facebook chatter about why were we taking trees down and stuff, and some people brought to our attention that walnuts and another fruit. Pears. If a dog eats a lot of walnuts and a lot of fruit of any kind really, but pears too, it could make them sick. So once they brought that to our attention, the standard of care goes up. So we had to get rid of it. So that was what happened. I just wanted you to know our guys did the work. We took it all down. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. And so, that's what happened, but we're back open and, everything seems to be fine.
Okay. The end of the basketball court update?
Yep, just got finished. They painted the 3rd coat at Candlewick, so the basketball court is new path and painted. And I want to thank Cedar Ridge Construction publicly, because he donated the path that's over 400 feet by 10 feet, which is a lot of asphalt.
Okay. Mill Pond, our true tennis court update?
Yeah, I have a company now called Stitch Tennis, and I sent out a letter. I sent you guys copies of it to see what kind of commitment the tennis world has. And we received a 9 donation from 8 different towns, mostly out of town people. One Newington person donated money towards fixing it. It's $3,600 to fix it. We've got 625, and happy to report that. So it's all good. It's we're hoping to do it either now if the weather holds up. Soon as it rains, clay becomes mushy. When it becomes mushy, you can't work on it. If that's the case, we'll do it in the spring. But I wanted you to know that.
Okay, the next one is Mill Pond
Waiting.
tennis court.
No, next Monday.
I'm sorry.
Wading pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to let you know, the wading pool filtration pump blew on us at the end of the season. So that's another $30,000 bill, but we're in the process right now of trying to get funding and money and some prices and get that fixed before the time to open the pools. But just an ongoing battle of, they're old. They're just old.
Next item is host a CRPA / ADACC quarterly meeting.
Yep, I already told you it was a big success. We already had it and it was great and no complaints.
And Facebook Live, creative playtime.
Sam's got one. Creative Playtime is our preschool program. We did a quick one. And we did a Thanksgiving Day special in our gymnasium. I thought you'd get a kick out of it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Bill DeMeo, and I am the Parks and Recreation Superintendent standing here at the MCC Mortensen Community Center Gymnasium, one of 2 beautiful gymnasiums. And I'm sitting here with all my closest, smallest friends, 3 to 5-year-olds that are all in the preschool creative playtime program. And it meets Monday through Friday, half days, full days, 1 day, 5 days, whatever you want. We're prorating it. So if you want to have your kids or your grandchildren join the greatest preschool ever for 3 to 5-year-olds located right here, please sign up at the Parks and Recreation office. We're having a Thanksgiving Day meal. Look at the food that is here. Unbelievable. Everyone brought stuff. And the Parks and Rec people, the staff made it Big shout out to Jessica Coelho, our director of preschool. The staff is absolutely wonderful. We have grandparents and master's program women and moms that are great supervisors and staff members. Also, Nancy Glenn, our recreation supervisor, part of the big program here at the preschool. We're so thankful. But we've got a lot of activities going on. 88 kids, 88 parents and grandparents are here eating, and it's just a fun time. We have music going on. Once we finish this, the other gymnasium is filled with preschool activities. We've got trampolines, basketballs, hula hoops. We've got blue blocks, parachute games. So the fun just goes on and on here at preschool. You're not going to want to miss out on this program. And like I said, you can sign up still and prorate it so that you can go through now till May. And then in the summer, we have our summer program. So I thought, big shout out to the staff. Also, Night of Lights is December 1st at 6 p.m. downtown. We're going to have Santa Claus come in 5 fire trucks. Thank you, fire department and the police department for Newington making the roads and everything safe. Everything is free because all our sponsors are involved. But 6 o'clock to 8:30, you're not going to want to miss Main Street in turning on the lights, having Carol Sings, Martin Kellogg, John Wallace, Newington High School. We've got all kinds of activities going on all night long. So December 1st, Friday, remember that. So I thought the best thing to do is to see if all the grandparents, all the moms and dads, for the people missing, could be on Facebook Live, and all the kids could yell, "We love creative playtime," as loud as we can on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for listening. We'll see you at December 1st at Main Street for Santa Claus coming to town.
Did a nice balloon
That
launch,
was
yeah.
so much fun.
That was pretty.
Yeah.
Any comments by board members?
Just thank you for your years of service. You're one of.
Thank you, Mrs. Francolino. I appreciate that. And I'm gonna miss you guys. You
Don't be a
know,
stranger.
Yeah,
No,
Maybe I'll
coming
just
to the
pop in
office
just
for
for heck of it,
update.
you know?
you can fill Tony, take Tony's spot.
There's always coffee.
Well, any more comments? I make a motion to.
No.
Oh, public participation.
So actually, Mike, Mike, you were gonna play.
Oh, I'll have the 3-minute timer going here if you need. Okay, so you can just check. No, that's fine. So.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Mike,
Thanks.
name and address.
Yeah, my name is Mike Phelps and my address is 108 Fremont Street in Newington. I'm the current vice president of softball for Newington Little League. I just want to come here tonight and thank Parks and Rec for all the work in the fields for the past few months. It's been quite a rainy season with at least I lost count at 15 out of 20 weekends since June 1st having rain. And some periods of multi-day closures due to all that heavy rain and saturated ground. All the while, our softball program continues to grow and serve a number of young ladies from elementary school through high school at multiple different levels. Many of the girls that come to our program play at high school and beyond with travel, and we continue to develop programs and coaching to help grow talent for both the travel and high school teams. Since installation in the spring of the batting cage that was added as Parks and Rec put up the poles for that, we put up the netting. That's been really successful. We've had able to get in a lot of reps in the cage while we have other drills going on during the field. Memorial Field has been our primary field this fall and used almost nightly. And since, especially since it's lighted, that's been really fantastic. The lights have been there, I think, about 20 years. It's one of the few softball fields in the surrounding towns that has lights. We constantly hear compliments about the field and the conditions on it. So it's really great to have all of the support from not only on the fields, but the entire complex as well. We look forward to see some drainage projects improving as time with the engineer goes on. And I also appreciate, haven't mentioned it, the second porta potty that was added this season, as well as the new servicing company. It's been, I haven't heard any complaints, and it's great to have an additional one. So, again, thank you on behalf of our Little League softball program. Really appreciate all the meticulous work that goes out there to keep those fields playable, especially in such wet conditions. So thank you.
Thank you.
And Mike, signs went up today on the fields for, be careful for flying balls and things like that, so. That's, we took the combination of the West Hartford stuff and, what we saw on Google, and it made a nice little thing, so. You'll see about 8 of those signs up all over the place.
Sounds good.
Doctor?
Hi, I'm Stuart Kelly. I live at 641 Lord Avenue. Thanks for having participation, because it's important to take input from the public, maybe, can hear a different perspective from what, this insular group may be thinking, taking outside ideas might really change this town for the better and keep us on track. Just briefly, I've listened to the story about having a pool in Mill Pond Park, and the public has clearly said they don't want that, and it keeps coming up from time to time. I look at it as a safety issue for children, just encouraging more and more children walking from this building across Garfield Street to what should be open space and preserved open space. You have the police department racing their cars up and down the public. There's a bend in the curb there, sometimes the lights in your eyes. So it's really, you have to start thinking about child safety, about just even crossing Garfield Street. So that's another reason to maybe start thinking about, and please write this down, Alumni Road Park. Okay, Alumni Road Park, great idea. There's 7 acres of town-owned land at 145 Alumni Road. That's across from the Alumni Stadium. It's near the ice rink. That could be a very family-friendly area. And you can encourage a more family-friendly town by, you've got the new Cedar Point development, low-income housing there. Kids have no park to go to. On Mapleville Avenue, you've got all Old Farms Drive. And so that gives you an opportunity to do something for the neighborhood and give it a park. You could put a pool there. There's no water table issues there. It already has an existing gravel parking lot. It's level lot. It's 7 acres. Please, someone, start initiating a pool project there, right? You already have designs and all. Instead of, creating more problems with the library who doesn't want you to park there, and the kids' safety crossing Garfield. Start opening the mind to having a pool somewhere else in town. It goes along with the theory of the sporting events at Alumni Stadium, the ice rink. It could be very child friendly. You might even so start, please, if you would, somebody initiate 145 Alumni Road as a Alumni Road Park. I think that would work great, and you won't upset other people, and you won't have a child getting hit by a car someday. We'll have. But the next thing is, I live next to the cemetery, and I've been advocating for keeping the cemetery. And so, I have had a chance to talk to Mr. DeMayo about it with my secretary, and we really, had an amicable talk, but no change. Look, I think I'm a blunt person. I would just ask each of you to say, should we follow some of the town ordinances? Should we follow all of the ordinances, or should we follow none of the ordinances? All, right? That's what they laid out for. The cemetery is laid out by Mr. Sermon, a clerk in 1977, to take an 11-acre parcel and call it a cemetery. Yes, it's town land, but it is a cemetery with graves. You must respect all the descendants of those people who are interred there. It's called solemnity. Right? You have to have a solemn oath to the people who are buried there and their families who come to have a private cemetery. You can't have anything other than following the rules of the cemetery. And on our town webpage, we do say we have West Meadow Cemetery and there are cemetery ordinances. We're following some of the ordinances, right? I mean, Bill there, when he first came, kind of ruffled some feathers with people by collecting all their memorabilia, and it ended up in the news, and I can understand. I mean, memorabilia removed from the cemetery. All right, he came out looking like the bad guy, but he's not a bad guy. Bill's a good guy, right? I mean, he said to me he wants to be buried there, so I think his intents are good, right? I think he really loves the town. However, because of that, now he only cites all the ordinances about don't putting memorabilia, right? I mean, I can't find enough places where he publishes the ordinances regarding memorabilia. But I've circulated to all of you in a commonsensical way. I know.
Can you kind of wrap it up?
I'll wrap it up. And that's why I sent you the thing. There are many ordinances that are not being followed at all. They need to be respected. I know it might seem like, oh my God, this guy who just wants it for him. But it's really, there are about 54 patrons of the cemetery already who want to, they feel like they've been deprived of a cemetery by having this gate open, right? Because you just talked about having a third lacrosse event in the cemetery. Because I live there.
Doc, can you wrap it up,
In
please?
the
You know, you're running
cemetery
way
for
over
high school.
time.
So my last closing phrase is, you cannot allow the town school to make the cemetery part of an extension of their property, and you can't make the parking lot an extension of parking for the high school. It's for the cemeteries. That's why I bought the properties, because I respect the laws. I hope that you'll respect and turn around and say, you know what, that guy's right, the ordinances need to be followed. So let's follow, because the last thing I'll say is, you put off this thing, says kindness counts. You put that everywhere. But to me, for some reason, I'm finding over my 15 years, I mean, you guys, Bill, you have not been kind to me at all. And I like you as a person, and
Dr.
you're
Kelly.
very enthusiastic.
Dr.
but you
Kelly.
have to become.
Please.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So I hope that you'll listen to
We'll
that.
take your comment under consideration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Make the alumni room park. Close up the.
Okay, now can I have a motion to adjourn?
Okay, good luck.
So moved.
Second,
Your paper, sir.
all in favor?
See you guys.
We are adjourned.
We'll see us in court.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on,
Good luck.
we have nothing to do with that. The cemetery, no.
Oh, we still take.
We're still dating. Oh, hang on, I believe there might be someone online for public participation.
Hi,
Down
John.
if you,
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
hang on 1 second, let me allow him to. All right, I've asked if he wants to talk, he just has to unmute, so we'll give him a second if you would like to.
John?
You would think that being a technology guy, I could manipulate my phone. I thought the meeting started at 7, Bill, so I guess I missed the NCTV request for the common room.
That passed.
It passed.
All right, thank you very much.
Good night, John.
All right, good night.
Okay, that's it.
All right, so that, thank you. Just,
Bill, I want you to meet.
yeah, we just need to adjourn.
Okay.
We did.